Hello and welcome to 168 Hours, where we bring you a recap of the past week. I'm your host Mariam Shawshat, and it's a pleasure to have you with us for another edition. During the past week, President of China Xi Jinping revealed his wish to strengthen strategic ties with the Maldives. The remarks were made by the President of China in a congratulatory letter delivered to President Dr. Mohamed Muizzu on the occasion of his birthday.
The letter was presented to President Dr. Muizzu by the Ambassador of China to the Maldives, Wang Lijun. In the letter presented, President Xi Jinping expressed his sincere greetings and best wishes to President Dr. Muizzu. He also emphasized the importance of bilateral relations and reiterated his enthusiasm for strengthening the China-Maldives Comprehensive Strategic Cooperative Partnership and jointly building a China-Maldives community with a shared future. Meanwhile, President Dr. Muizzu expressed gratitude to the ambassador for personally delivering the letter and stated that it was a tremendous pleasure to receive it. The president had also written a congratulatory message to President Xi Jinping, who celebrates his birthday on the same day. The discussions further focused on enhancing collaboration and improving bilateral ties between the nations. They also discussed future agreements and forthcoming collaborative initiatives for development. Additionally, the Chinese ambassador stated that China is determined to assist with the Maldives' economic development and inquired about areas where the Maldivian government requires additional assistance. Concluding the meeting, President Dr. Muizzu and the Chinese ambassador expressed optimism for a successful bilateral relationship in the future.
Maldives Monetary Authority MMA reveals that all sectors other than the fishing industry have progressed significantly in the first quarter of the year. The announcement was made last week in the quarterly economic bulletin on economic activity on the first 3 months of the year.
The report released by MMA shows that all major economic sectors of the country saw a boost in activity during the first quarter compared to the previous quarter in 2023, with the exception of the fishing sector. The report indicated that the increase in tourist arrival and their average stay contributed to the remarkable progress in the tourism sector. It noted that the arrival of 500,000 tourists within the first quarter was a significant achievement. The success was driven by record numbers of tourists from Europe, Asia, and the Pacific regions. Additionally, the report also highlighted that the first quarter saw the highest number of tourists visiting the Maldives in the first quarter since the COVID-19 pandemic. MMS report sheds light on the progress achieved by other industries linked with the tourism sector. As such, the transportation industry, telecommunications sector, and the wholesale and retail sector also experienced growth. Despite the slowdown in the economic growth during the fourth quarter of 2023, the economic growth has boosted by 8.8% in the first quarter of this year compared to the pre-COVID pace. While the nation continues to experience economic development, efforts are underway by the government to expand and expedite sustainable economic growth. Experts say that the government's commitment and dedication to increase revenue, reduce expenditure, and increase net profits will yield positive results.
President Dr. Mohamed Muizzu thanks the royal government of Saudi Arabia for the excellent arrangements made for Hajj pilgrims. The president expressed his gratitude in a letter sent to the Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud.
In the letter presented to the Crown Prince, President Dr. Muizzu prayed that the Muslim Ummah upholds the principles of compassion, generosity and unity that characterize the significant period of Hajj, and that the Almighty blesses the Ummah with mutual understanding, harmony and peace. Furthermore, the President extended heartfelt felicitations and best wishes to the Crown Prince, the royal government and the residents of Saudi Arabia on the auspicious occasion of Al-Eid. He concluded his letter by wishing the Crown Prince good health and well-being and continued happiness and welfare for the brotherly people of Saudi Arabia. This year, 1,150 people from the Maldives have traveled to Makkah for Hajj. Among them are 50 pilgrims sent under the presidential pledge to send 1,000 people from the poor register to Hajj within 5 years, with their expenses covered by the government. Additionally, Maldives Hajj Corporation said that the arrangements for the Hajj pilgrimage this year were remarkably better than previous years, appreciating the priority given by President Dr. Muizzu to enhance the arrangements and facilities provided to the pilgrims. Unlike previous years, arrangements were made for all Hajj pilgrims to be accommodated in the same hotel. The meal arrangements were also significantly enhanced, resulting in the availability of Maldivian food items for the pilgrims during the stay at Arafat. Hajj is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and an obligatory act of worship for Muslims who are capable of performing Hajj. The pilgrimage is one of the world's largest religious acts of worship with over 1.8 million people.
During the last week, Minister of Tourism Ibrahim Faisal revealed that an additional 2,700 tourist beds are expected to be added to the Maldives tourism sector this year. He made the statement during an exclusive interview with PSM News.
Speaking to PSM News, Minister Faisal highlighted the government's efforts to attract investors to the islands of the Maldives. He said that investor forums are being planned in various countries, with the first forum anticipated to take place in July or August. He also said that the initiative will be spearheaded by the Ministry of Tourism, the Maldives Marketing and Public Relations Corporation MMPRC, and the Maldives Integrated Tourism Development Corporation MITDC. Additionally, Minister Faisal revealed plans for another investor forum in Thailand, with additional forums in other countries being considered. He stressed the importance of creating special arrangements to expand tourism into new areas and attract investors by reducing acquisition costs and offering other incentives. Furthermore, Minister Faisal highlighted that 15 to 12 new resorts are expected to open this year. Based on current statistics, he said that it is estimated that 2,700 new beds will be operational by the end of the year. The government is making efforts to expand tourism across different parts of the country, particularly in areas where tourism is currently absent. As part of the initiative, 19 islands across 9 atolls have been opened for tourism development. Currently, the Maldives boasts 62,300 tourism beds, which includes 42,955 beds from 174 resorts, 14,461 beds from 860 guest houses, and 1,198 beds from various tourist facilities.
Minister of Homeland Security and Technology Ali Hussain announces that the government will pursue legal actions against individuals involved in drug trafficking. He made the remarks during an exclusive interview with PSM News.
Speaking to PSM News, Minister Hussain said that the government prioritizes addressing the drug issue in the country. He said that tackling this issue involves taking legal measures against traffickers. He noted that one of the most significant actions taken by the current administration has been identifying the drug smuggling routes into the Maldives. He also said that investigations are ongoing into the importers involved. Additionally, Minister Hussain highlighted past challenges in convicting drug users due to inadequate laws. He said that the previous approach linked drugs to seizures, but the legal framework made it difficult to secure convictions. He, however, expressed confidence that future investigations into drug dealers will be more successful. Furthermore, Minister Hussain conveyed President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu's commitment to amending laws to effectively combat the drug issue. He also assured that no one involved in drug trafficking would be exempt from prosecution. Moreover, Minister Hussain pointed out that many major individuals arrested in drug cases are often released. To address this, the Homeland Ministry is collaborating with the Attorney General's Office (AGO) and the Prosecutor General's Office (PGO) to find solutions through the courts. He also said that the AGO plans to submit the necessary amendments to the Parliament in the future.
Minister of Social and Family Development Dr. Aishat Shiham highlights the urgent need for national discussions on the country's changing population dynamics.
Speaking to PSM News, Minister Aishat highlighted that many countries worldwide are grappling with declining birth rates and are implementing measures to address the issue. She said that these countries are offering various allowances for children and enhancing childcare arrangements for working parents. Additionally, Minister Aishat stressed the importance of establishing childcare support within the workplace, enabling working parents to fulfill their childcare responsibilities effectively. She noted that the Maldives must soon engage in national discussions to devise strategies for supporting working parents and reversing the decline in birth rate trend. Furthermore, Minister Aishat said that failing to address the decline in birth rate could hinder national development. According to the latest census data, the Maldives is experiencing a worrying decline in its birth rate, which could lead to a significant reduction in the working age population in the near future. The Maldives Bureau of Statistics (MBS) reported that the population of the Maldives was 338,434 in 2014 and increased to 382,751 by 2022, averaging an increase of 5,500 children per year. During the same period, the elderly population also grew, raising concerns about the increasing burden of the country's workforce as the working age population decreases and the retiring population expands. Earlier this year, First Lady Sajida Mohammad also highlighted the economic threat posed by the decline in birth rate, underscoring the growing concerns over the demographic challenge.
Minister of Homeland Security and Technology Ali Hussain says that the reduction of the age of criminal responsibility in the Maldives is aimed at treating children rather than punishing them.
In an exclusive interview with PSMNEWS, Minister Hussain emphasized the importance of early identification and treatment of children vulnerable to crime as a key measure to address issues. He noted that while the current age of criminal responsibility in the Maldives is over 15 years, the government has decided to lower it to 12 years. The decision, he said, has sparked concerns on social media about potentially creating a generation of criminals. Additionally, Minister Hussain highlighted that extensive investigations in the first 6 months of the year have been conducted to identify children involved in criminal environments. He outlined 2 primary solutions to prevent children from engaging in crime, which is treating individuals currently involved and reintegrating them into society and preventing their recruitment into gangs. He pointed out that gangs often target children aged 12 to 15 because they are not held accountable for crimes. Furthermore, Minister Hussain announced the government's plan to develop a special island dedicated to identifying and treating children from criminal environments. He stated that the Social Council has approved the concept and it is set to be submitted to the cabinet in the future. Responding to political criticisms, Minister Hussain argued that it is not productive to critique policies implemented in a short period after a 5-year term, especially when previous administrations failed to introduce proper reforms.
Ministry of Social and Family Development announces that the launch of a special program called Ufaveri Rasta at the Home for People with Special Needs in Gurado, Kafu Atoll.
The initiative aims to familiarize 60 senior citizens in state care with the community and enhance their awareness. The program includes informational sessions combined with social activities. Its primary goal is to help elderly residents become more acquainted with the community and provide them with knowledge on maintaining health. During the session held on June 19th, participants received guidance on daily exercises, good nutrition, mental health, and sustaining active lifestyle habits as older adults. The sessions are led by professionals from various fields including nurses and social workers. The ministry is implementing programs to strengthen the connection between individuals in state care and their families, ensuring they receive the necessary support. The initiative aims to facilitate the transfer of elderly individuals to family care, providing families with state assistance. The government is also making efforts on developing social centers for senior citizens across the country to promote their participation in society.
During the past week, Kandithiam Island Council established a cultural centre, Kandisaru, which showcases the history of Kandithiam Shavyani Atoll.
Speaking to PSMNEWS, President of Kandithiam Council, Ahmad Ahsan, disclosed that the initiative of establishing a centre to showcase the island's history attained the support of many islanders. He stated that the centre was established with the collaborative efforts of the youth, history teachers, and the council. The collection of cultural and traditional items of the island started initially approximately 5 years ago. However, due to the items placed within a small structure that was also utilized as a pharmacy, it proved to be challenging for visitors to observe the items. Kandisaru was developed in a building which was previously used as a mosque. The History Center is now spacious and has the capacity to accommodate several visitors interested in exploring the history of the island. In addition to cultural items, documents and scripts related to the items as well as the island's history will be showcased. Council President Ahsan revealed that all cultural items were over 50 years old and information on the items will be displayed. Despite the center opening in Eid, Ahsan stated that the center will be opened in fixed times. He said that the council will announce the days and times in which the center will be kept open. President of Kandithiam Council Ahsan emphasized the priority of the council and the residents of the island to teach the culture and heritage of the island and to ensure the intergenerational transmission of the traditions. Information on the island's culture and traditions will also be provided to guests visiting the island.
Minister of Homeland Security and Technology Ali Hussain states that the treatment of families relocated to the Maldives from the Syria-Turkey border is progressing well. He made the statement during an exclusive interview with PSMNEWS.
Speaking to PSMNEWS, Minister Hussain emphasized that many individuals in war zones are innocent children in serious need. He expressed his commitment to ensuring the protection and rights of these children. He noted that over 100 individuals still need to be brought back to the Maldives, most of whom are children. He also said that the primary challenge lies in verifying their Maldivian nationality. Additionally, Minister Yusan noted the significant difficulty in biometrically confirming identities, describing it as a phased process. He also said that the initial phase involves gaining access to these regions through diplomatic efforts by their teams. Furthermore, Minister Yusan highlighted the success of the National Reintegration Center NRC. He also said that the last family released from the NRC is integrating well into the community and current patients are also receiving effective treatment. The government has relocated 21 individuals from its 5 distressed families at the Syrian-Turkish border to the Maldives in January. The group comprised 15 children, 5 women and 1 man. They are currently receiving necessary treatment at the NRC before reintegrating into society. The NRC has 4 blocks designed to accommodate displaced families. It includes 1 for women, 1 for boys under 18, 1 for men over 18 and 1 for families. The center has a capacity to accommodate 72 individuals and 5 families simultaneously.
Mayor of Male City Council Adam Azim reveals his ambition to sustain all initiatives and projects that were initiated during President Dr. Mohamed Muizzu's tenure as the mayor.
Providing insight on the ongoing developmental projects, Mayor Azim affirmed that all beneficial initiatives and projects that were initiated when President Dr. Muizzu served as the mayor will be resumed such that it benefits the councils and residents. The mayor stated that efforts are underway to implement and continue the works. Speaking at the interview, Mayor Azim stated that no difficulties were encountered in the works of the councils. However, he disclosed that there were some issues which required further cooperation of the government, noting that all efforts up to date were exerted in close collaboration with the government. Shedding light on the transfer of the municipal works of Hurumale to the council, Mayor Azim emphasized the residents' desire for services similar to those in Male City. Noting that this aligns with the government's view, the mayor added that the implementation of the governmental objectives was delayed following a court order. The transfer of municipal services from the Housing Development Corporation HDC to Male City Council was a priority for President Dr. Muizzu during his term as mayor, reflecting his dedicated efforts. Despite this change, the president has given full assurance that all employees will receive their salaries and allowances without any deficiencies.
Managing Director of the Regional Airports Company Limited, Ahmad Mubin, says that 2 companies have shown interest in developing rooms in the Formula tourism zone.
An agreement was signed in April this year to develop a tourism zone in Formula City. The new RSCL management aims to make the company profitable without relying on government financial support. To achieve this, a master plan has been created for the company's operations, and the company's responsibilities have been expanded to include more business ventures. As part of this initiative, RSCL has signed an agreement with the Formula City Council to develop a tourism zone that includes Formula Airport and the surrounding beach area. The project plans to build 400 rooms and provide various recreational activities for tourists. Speaking to PSMNEWS, Mubin said that 2 companies are already interested in developing the rooms in the tourism zone. He said that they are currently securing the necessary permits from the government and making other preparations to commence work. The Formula City Council highlighted that the company's efforts to develop the tourism zone would greatly benefit the city. It said that the development is expected to create more jobs in the densely populated area and open up additional opportunities for private businesses. RSCL, which manages 8 airports, is collaborating with local island councils to expand its business ventures. It includes opportunities in tourism, agriculture, and revenue-generating advertising in airport areas. In addition, RSCL is exploring opportunities to sell jet fuel in partnership with the government and private businesses.
Maldives Monetary Authority MMA reveals that loans issued to individuals running private businesses increased by 8% during the first quarter of the year.
Although this is a significant increase in the number of loans issued during the first quarter of 2023, it is a notable decrease in comparison to the loans issued in the last quarter of 2023. The quarterly economic bulletin report released by MMA indicates that the loans issued by private businesses increased by 8% during the first quarter of the year, marking it a significant increase of $155 million compared to the loans issued during the first quarter of 2023. Meanwhile, the increase of loans issued to private firms is a 9% decrease compared to the loans issued in the last quarter of 2023. During the first quarter of the year, the largest amount of loans was disbursed by banks to the tourism industry, construction industry, and for personal purposes. The MMA report shows that loans to the tourism and construction industry attributed to 36% of loans issued to private businesses. Furthermore, the report outlines that loans issued to the construction industry increased by 7% during this quarter, with loans mainly dispersed to build houses. It additionally stated that the loans provided for personal use progressed the most. In the first quarter, 25% of loans were issued to individuals for personal purposes. MMA's quarterly economic bulletin report additionally includes comprehensive details on the tourism industry, which is the main sector contributing to the nation's economic development. It sheds light on the current stance of the respective industries while outlining the anticipated changes it may face. All the major economic industries other than the fisheries industry experienced an expansion in activity during the first quarter of the year, according to the MMA's reports. As such, the tourism industry experienced the highest growth. While a total of 604,004 tourists visited the Maldives, the number of bed nights have also increased by 9%.
And that's all we have for you right now. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for another episode of 168 Hours. Goodbye.